Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring.
And welcome back to my first video of 2025. I cannot believe we are already in the year 2025. That is absolutely wild to me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing for my first video of the year. I really hope you guys stick around for the rest of the year. As you can see, my first video back is a book video, and if you're new to my channel, my videos are always about beauty mainly, and then we throw in some books throughout the months as well. But today's video is going to be me picking out the books that I'm going to be reading in January for 2025, and I'm going to be picking them out of my TBR jar. If you've never seen this before, basically this jar is filled with a load of prompts that I've picked up from Instagram, from TikTok, from everywhere, and I pick out 6 prompts from this jar and then correlate it to some books that I already have downloaded on my Kindle. I am strictly a Kindle reader. I rarely read physical books. I do have a few physical books that are downstairs, but those ones aren't really on my radar at the moment. So we're going to be picking from my Kindle. So what I do is I pick a prompt, I go onto my already downloaded books on my Kindle, and then we'll find something from there. And if I can't find anything that is on my Kindle, then we go into my Goodreads and see what's on my saved Goodreads list. So if you guys want to see the 6 prompts and books that I get for January, then please keep watching. Okay, first of all, I want to say ignore my nails. I've been having a terrible time with my nails. Let's pick out our first prompt for 2025, and of course you guys get to see it. A book with yellow on the cover. Okay, I'm kind of upset about this because I currently am in the middle of reading The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, and this is going to be really taking me into January, so I am going to include that. But let's see if I have any other yellow front cover books. I actually don't think I do. I'm not long into The 7-Year Slip, and from what I can tell, I actually don't. So our first book is going to be a continuation of the book that I'm currently reading. It is kind of a cheaper first prompt, but I'm only 14% of the way through, and I really want to get to it and finish it in January. So our first book is going to be The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Well, that was the easiest prompt. I actually know I got this in December, but guys, I have not been reading like at all in December, so some books that have come up in my December prompts might also come up in my January prompts. The 10th book on your TBR. Okay, I'm literally gonna go across 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so this again is actually from another video that I filmed. It's Emily Wild's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I started reading this book and kind of just was not in the fantasy. I know it's very light fantasy, but I have not been in the fantasy mood, so I went off of it and decided to not continue to read it. So I'm actually excited to get back into it to see if I like it, because I feel like January, February, March, April time are going to be like my fantasy months. So our next book is going to be Emily Wild's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Okay, prompt number 3. I always feel like these videos go by so quickly as well. A book that a book talker loves. I'm going to go with my favorite one for this, and that is Liza Palmer. I love her. If you do not know, she's also on YouTube. Her videos and her TikToks. I actually found her on TikTok first, and then she made a YouTube channel while I was in the middle of discovering her, so go give her a follow. But she loves the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series, so we have that. She does love the Inheritance Games series, but I don't think I want to continue that just yet. Magnolia Parks. She loves Magnolia Parks. So we could either do The Coffee Gets Cold or Magnolia Parks, and I feel like I want to start Magnolia Parks. So I think we're going to do Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings for a third prompt, which I'm actually so excited by, because I feel like I have been waiting to get into this series, but obviously it's such a vast series that I've kind of been putting it off. And right now we have a romance, fantasy, and now we're gonna have another romance, so I'm actually really excited. I've been wanting to start reading Magnolia Parks for so long, and the fact it's on Kindle Unlimited is even better. So Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings is our next book. And it's actually really funny. I was in my local bookshop in the shopping centre near me, and they had special editions of Magnolia Parks, and they were absolutely stunning. So I feel like it's meant to be fate that I'm meant to read this. So far I'm really enjoying this this TBR list. Okay, next one. This is going to be prompt number 4. Find a book that isn't on your TBR. Okay, I really want to start another fantasy series. I want to start Throne of Glass. I want to start the, what is it called? The Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I have the last 2 books, but I don't have the first one. Same with the Powerless series. But I don't know which one I want to start more. Throne of Glass is not on my TBR, and I could download it. I have the physical book downstairs, but I feel like I would get through it quicker on my Kindle. Will we go on Goodreads? I don't have my phone here, but let's jump onto Goodreads and see what I can find is on my Goodreads TBR that I don't have downloaded. Oh my god, I've never jumped onto Goodreads on my laptop. Why is it so much better on my laptop? Ooh, we could do Heartstopper, which is a graphic novel. I've been really wanting to read that. Oh, or we could do Iron Flame, what's it called? Fourth Wing. We could do Fourth Wing. I really want to do fantasy, but then also I really want to do Heartstopper. But I feel like my heart is yearning for fantasy. So I need to pick a fantasy. What are we doing? Are we going to do Fourth Wing? Are we going to do Once Upon a Broken Heart? Are we going to do Powerless? Or are we going to do... Shit, what are we going to do? The first 3 ones that have actually come up on my Kindle are Fourth Wing, Powerless. Oh, let me go out. Are Fourth Wing, Powerless, and Throne of Glass. So I'm going to click into them, and whichever one's the cheapest of these I'm going to purchase. So we have $5.80 for Fourth Wing. We have Powerless is $7.60. And then we also have Throne of Glass. Is it going to be more? Is it going to be less? Could it be starting Fourth Wing, or could I be starting Throne of Glass? We are starting... I'm really nervous. Throne of Glass is $4.53. We're starting Throne of Glass, and I have it downstairs. But I feel like I need to read it on my Kindle because Throne of Glass is the first one, isn't it? Wait, what way? Assassin's Blade. What way are people saying to read it? Hold on, I need to look this up because I want to get this right. I've decided I'm going to buy Assassin's Blade and read it first. I know it's a novella, but I feel like everyone says I need to read it first, so I'm buying it. Kindle store page not available. Oh, well, that's just great, isn't it? Yay! I'm starting Throne of Glass! Oh my god, I'm actually so scared because obviously there's so many books in it, but as well, like, I've been wanting to read this for so long. Guys, this is a lot of series I'm starting. I'm starting 3 series so far, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Okay, we're on to prompt number 5, guys. Can you believe it? Prompt number 5. A book that has been translated for a different language. That is so funny because I was literally only just saying to you about When the Coffee Gets Cold, which is translated from, I'm pretty sure it's Japanese, and I already have it in my thing, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So Before the Coffee Gets Cold is going to be the one for that because it's the only one that I actually have that's translated from a different language. Okay, and then last prompt for January. I always feel like these videos just fly by. A book that starts with the same letter as a month. Okay, so we're in January. So let's see if I have anything that begins with J. Do I? Probably not, to be honest. Because everything kind of starts with the... Guys, I don't have one. I literally do not have one. So I'm actually going to have to put that one back. Because I don't want to buy a new one. Because I've just bought that one. So we're going to have to put that back and hope for a different prompt. Oh, this one's a long one. It says, add all of your romance TBR to a random generator and let the random generator choose the book you're reading. Oh my god. Right, this is going to take me a while. Let me do random word, random wheel spinner. Here we go. I'm going to have to add all these in. So I have them all in. I'm going to click. Where's my mouse? I can't see my mouse. Oh, she's here. We're going to click and we're going to spin. and you guys can see first. What does it say? Collide. Ooh, okay. Collide by Bal Cabra. Never read it, obviously. This is a new author to me, so I'm actually quite excited about that because I like discovering new authors, and I feel like with new authors as well, you can kind of get a feel of like what their other books are going to be. So guys, they are the 6 prompts that I picked for January. I'm actually really happy with all of the choices that I got, so let's run through them now. The first prompt was a book with the yellow on the cover, and I decided to continue the book that I'm currently reading because there was no other colours, which is The 70-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Then the next prompt was the 10th book on your TBR, which was Emily Wald's Encyclopedia of Fairies. The next was a book that a book talker loves, and I decided to go with Liza Palmer, and she absolutely loves Magnolia Park, so I'm finally starting Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. Then I got a book that isn't on my TBR, and I decided to go into the fantasy categories and got Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas. Then I got a book that has been translated from a different language, and I decided to go with Before the Coffee Gets Cold. And then finally I got Add All of Your Romance TBR into a random generator and let it pick one, and I got Collide by Bal Cabra. So guys, that is all of the books that I'm going to be reading in January. Like I said, I do all book and beauty videos, mainly beauty, but I throw in my TBRs and also what I read for the previous month, so look out for them. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.